Okay, here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Bibles on a Budget. Today we are taking a look at the Revised Standard Version Bible from the Sovereign Collection by the good folks at Thomas Nelson. So, if you have seen a previous review of mine on the Sovereign Collection, New King James, and also King James that I did probably like last year or something like that, you will know that Thomas Nelson puts out these kind of fancy looking Bibles. They call them the Sovereign Collection. They have different, like the formatting or the design on the inside is actually very nice and kind of fancy, and I'll show you that in a second. But first, let's take a look at the box. So the New King James and King James, they come in like a red or a gold box, but the RSV comes in a green box. Now, I just realized something. I need to tell you guys, what is the RSV? So the RSV is actually a what I would consider a grandparent of the English Standard Version and also the new Revised Standard Version, which is basically an update to the Revised Standard. And the Revised Standard is a update, revision, whatever you want to call it, of the ASV, which is the American Standard Bible, which is an American version of the RV, which is the Revised Standard Version. Sorry, not Revised Standard Version, the Revised Version, which was the only authorized revision of the New King James put out, or at least approved by the Anglican Church. So that's a little brief history of the RSV. So anyway, without further ado, here's the box. It is kind of like, it has this minty green color. My light makes it look, makes it look pretty minty green. You have some floral design here, the name of the Bible, RSV, Revised Standard Version Bible. This is a personal size, and it is from Thomas Nelson. Also, if you'll notice, let me bring this down here. You might be able to see personal size, but it is, let me bring it down so you can see that. Too close. Black, genuine leather. So yeah, typically on this channel, I review, Bibles that are like fake leathers and stuff, but I got this Bible on a really good deal. And so I was like, hey, why not? Let's look at it. I got this black genuine leather for about probably like 40 something dollars, so pretty nice. And I also got it from Amazon, and as you can see, my box is pretty banged up from shipping. So here's the side of the box. Again, it just says RSV Sovereign Collection, black genuine leather, Thomas Nelson. And then on the back, you have more stuff. Here's some information about the Revised Standard Version, which was commissioned in the mid 20th century to reflect 300 years of language development since the King James, which was published and authorized by the monarchy of England and Scotland in 1611. So this was one of the like really original modern translations. So unlike the New King James and King James, which were translated from in New Testament from what is called the Textus Receptus, this Bible, along with its predecessors, the American Standard Bible and the RV, the Revised Version, were translated from something called the critical text, which is another set of manuscripts that are very, very similar to the ones that the New King James and King James translate, except there are some slight differences and so on. But I typically don't talk about those differences here. If you want me to talk about them in another format, another way, let me know. Anyway, some of the features of this Bible include line matching, brief book introductions, parables and miracles of Jesus, end of page references, translator notes. You get a 1 year Bible reading plan, topical index, full colored maps, 2 satin ribbons, gilded page edges, durable, flexible, Smythe stone binding, and a clear 9-point font. 9.5 font, should I say. All right, so let's crack this guy open. And as you can see, there is the design. Put the box. I'm not going to pull a Tim Wildsmith and throw it, but there it is. There is the Bible. So obviously on the top, and give me a second, folks. Let me adjust my camera here a little bit. You might see a little extra stuff. I'm just noticing it's a little wonky. Okay. Sorry, folks. This is live television. Actually, it's not, but you know what I mean. Okay. So there you go. Let me scoot this over a little bit. And while I'm doing that, I will just allow the magic of editing to fast forward this. All right, folks. So I'm back from that little thing there. So here's the Bible. Again, it's black genuine leather, so you can see the grain on there. It says Holy Bible here, and it has tooled lines and perimeter stitching. On the side, we're going to look at the spine here. You can see it says Holy Bible, and it's got some ornate design here and there. You also have some spine hubs. And then right there it says Revised Standard Version, Thomas Nelson. And nothing happening really on the back, just kind of a repeat of the front. You have the tooled lines, perimeter stitching, just without Holy Bible, obviously. And then down here, it's a little hard to see, but you might be able to see that indentation. That's where the ISBN is for this Bible. And then on the side, you do have gilding. So that's pretty nice. There are the two satin ribbons, and then it does have black head and tail bands. And on mine, you might be able to see this. There you go. You'll see a little bit of that gilding ding. So this, I think, is due to the shipping. So that's unfortunate. So your mileage may vary, and there's also like a crease in my cover too. So that's pretty unfortunate. But hey, Bible's meant to be read, meant to be used. So there you go. All right, so let's get into the Bible itself here. So this is not edge lined, obviously, because this is a cheaper Bible. So it has a vinyl paste down liner and a vinyl um, like beginning sheet here. It is reinforced. It's got reinforcement tape, so it is structurally sound, so it's pretty good. And then you're gonna have your presentation page. And here's an example of scripture in RSV. You'll notice that it does say, "Thy word is a lamp to my feet and a light into my path." In some places in this Bible, they use these more archaic expressions of address. Most of the time, it is towards God, as far as I can remember. But nice presentation page, classic Thomas Nelson. Holy Bible, and then you're just going to have another page that tells you this is the Holy Bible Revised Standard Version. I don't know why they have two Holy Bible pages. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Seems like redundant, but whatever. Alrighty, so now we got the contents. So here's the copyright page for the RSV. And the contents, so it talks about the preface, and then the books in alphabetical order. So here are the books: the Old Testament, Genesis to Malachi, and the New Testament, Matthew to Revelations. And then down here, will give you the pages for the parables of Jesus, the miracles of Jesus, the one-year Bible plan, and topical index. So there you go. So here is the preface. So prefaces are really good because then you can better understand just why they translate it the way they do, um, you know, where they're translating stuff from, like are they doing the text septus or the critical text, and it kind of gives you an idea behind just like the whole motivation behind this. Okay, so more the preface. It's a long, it's a lot of words, but hey, it's worth checking out. I recommend it. Alrighty. So then here's the books of the Old and New Testament in alphabetical order. And then you already see Genesis there. So here's the Old Testament and the first page of Genesis. So again, here is the little brief book introduction. And this also has red, it doesn't have green, but red drop caps, and the accent color is red on all the other things like chapter headings and chapter numbers. And then you have a red line down here that separates translator notes and footnotes. So that's pretty cool. So like the feature says, this is a double column, 9.5 font. This is what prose looks like. You know, just the normal reading scripture, the narratives and stuff. So let's go to, be careful because I have my ribbons untucked, which I will just for you guys, well, I have them tucked, but let me untuck them so that they won't get in the way. Alrighty, so there we go. Okay, so there you go. We got those untucked. So let's go to something like, let's go to Psalms, shall we? So we're gonna go to Psalms, and here's what it looks like. And sorry for that, folks, if you heard that really random noise. That was my computer giving me a notification. But yeah, here is what it looks like. So a lot of times it does use like the more archaic King Jamesy kind of stuff. So here it's like, Lord, thou hast been our dwelling place before the mountains were brought forth, or ever thou hast formed the earth and the world. So if you like that stuff, then definitely check this out. Another thing that I've noticed going through this Bible is, and I'll try to show you this. If you notice where it says Psalms 90, typically when we render verse references, especially here in the West, probably a lot of places too, they're usually rendered the chapter and then colon the verse. But here it's chapter point verse. So like it's 90.1, but it's 90, it's Psalms 90 verse 1. So that's the um first verse there, and then the last verse on this page. So that's very interesting. And I think you'll notice that also in the NRSV as well. And then again, double column. So you'll notice though, I forgot to point this out. Psalms is single column, and so is Proverbs. But everywhere else you find poetry, like Jeremiah, for instance, so you have that there. Jeremiah or Isaiah, you will find them in double column, like here in Lamentations. All right, so let's go to the New Testament. Here's the New Testament. So this is, from what I remember, this is not a red letter Bible. Let me just make sure I'm right. Yes, it doesn't say that it is. So all the words of Christ are in black, but you do have these nice number, like the actual verse numbers are colored. So that's pretty cool. I like these little accent colors, honestly. Now let's go to the back of the Bible itself, and we're going to look at some of those features back there. The one thing that you'll notice about a lot of Bibles is that they all share a lot of the similar features. Similar features. Some of them have some little extras, depending on what kind of Bible they are, but yeah, they have a lot of similarities. Okay, so this Bible, you will have at the end, after Revelation, you will have the parables of Christ, which will list the parable and then tell you where they are located in what Gospels. So there you go. And it has more here. And then you have the miracles of Christ. Again, it lists what the miracle is and then where you find them in the Gospels. And you notice that some of these are not in John, but they are in the Synoptics, which are the Gospels that share a lot of similar stories. And then on the next page, if I can get to it, and if I remember correctly, folks, this is 36 GSM paper. So this is rather like pretty good. Again, more miracles. And then here's the 1 year reading plan with a little explanation, and then just kind of like, you can read through it. And what it says is read 3 chapters each day, Monday through Saturday, and 5 chapters on Sunday. And then here you can mark them off if you so desire. And so you can go through the whole Bible in a year. that way. So there you go. And then here's the topical index. So if you are curious about a topic, you can just go through here. They're all in alphabetical order, like for instance, abortion or abuse of authority. And next to those, they will give you verses. So that's pretty cool. And then after the topical index, you do get a few pages of notes, and then you get a little bit of information about the type, and then you get maps, which are pretty cool. They're on a thicker cardstock. I wouldn't say it's glossy, but it's nice. So you got the different maps. A lot of the maps again are very similar in different Bibles. So there you go. Yeah. This one, okay, there we go. I was gonna say this one is stuck. I don't know why, but there was a little bit of stuff there, unfortunately. So there you go. Alrighty. So what's my final verdict? What do I think about this Bible? I really like the Sovereign Collection because I really appreciate the design. Like just look at these drop caps. These are very nice. I love the little things like the lines to separate the notes. I love all the accent colors on the verses and the chapter numbers and also the headers. Um, and yeah, the design of this Bible is very similar to another Bible that I have. I have a New King James version of this Bible in this particular like cover. So this looks exactly like it, minus the fact that it says RSV, Revised Standard Version. Um, so if you are looking to try out like the predecessor to things like the ESV, the NIV, the NASB, even this is a relative, you will, of that Bible as well, then go ahead and pick this up. I don't know currently what the price is, but I will put that on the screen right now so you can actually see it. And then obviously, as I always do, I will put links in the description below for you to go find this Bible. If I find the best price, I will put that in there and just let you know, hey, you can buy from here or there, but this is the best price. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Bibles on a Budget. And remember, folks, the truth does not have to be expensive. See you in the next one.